Your money has arrived. You will receive money after this prophetic prayer. Welcome to Dharma Flow, the channel that helps you connect with the deeper wisdom of the universe, guiding you towards inner peace, prosperity, and spiritual growth. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract success, wealth, and happiness with ease, while others struggle despite their hard work? What if the secret to manifesting abundance wasn't just about working harder, but about aligning your energy with the universe's flow? In today's video, we're diving into the powerful principles that can transform your life. We'll explore the intersection of Buddhism, Feng Shui, and the law of attraction, and how you can harness these ancient teachings to unlock the prosperity and success you've always dreamed of. You might have heard that like attracts like, but what does that really mean? How can you start attracting the wealth, peace, and success you desire? Through clear intentions, cultivating gratitude, forgiveness, and generosity, and even adjusting your environment, you can shift your energy to align with the abundance that's already around you. Now, imagine living in a state where prosperity flows freely into your life, where you no longer feel the burden of fear or lack, but instead, experience the joy of receiving and giving with ease. If this sounds like a life you're ready to embrace, keep watching. We're going to break down actionable steps you can take starting today to bring more wealth, happiness, and spiritual fulfillment into your life. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more videos that will help you on your spiritual journey toward abundance and success. Everything in life begins with belief. It's the invisible force that shapes our experiences, our decisions, and ultimately, our reality. The Buddha taught us that intention, what we truly aim for in our hearts, guides our actions and impacts the world around us. When we speak of the law of attraction in Western terms, we are essentially talking about the law of karma in Buddhism. Karma doesn't just refer to good or bad actions, it's also about the intentions behind those actions. A pure, selfless intention sows seeds for positive outcomes. This is where the power of belief comes in. Have you ever experienced a moment where you just knew that something was going to work out, and it did? Or perhaps you set a clear goal, like buying your first home or reaching a career milestone, and you worked towards it with confidence. That was the power of intention and belief in action. The Buddha also teaches that our intentions should be rooted in purity, free of greed, ego, or delusion. When we act with a pure heart, we align ourselves with the flow of the universe. Think of intention like planting a seed in fertile soil. If your soil is clear of weeds, negative thoughts, distractions, doubts, the seed, your intention, can grow and flourish. The key here is not simply wishing for something to happen, but believing without hesitation that it will. It's about tuning into that inner knowing, and aligning all your actions, thoughts, and energy towards that goal. If your belief is strong, your actions will naturally reflect that confidence, and the universe, as it always does, will respond in ways we may not always see coming. For instance, when I set my intentions for a new opportunity, I didn't just think about it once or twice and let it fade. I focused on it daily, visualizing the outcome, taking proactive steps, and aligning my energy with the belief that it was already on its way to me. And sure enough, the right opportunities began to appear. In more practical terms, let's say you're trying to attract financial abundance. Setting an intention could look like something as simple as writing down your financial goals, visualizing where you want to be in a year or two, and then starting to take the necessary steps, whether that's seeking new opportunities, building new skills, or even managing your current finances more wisely. By doing this, you are not only preparing the environment for abundance, but you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. So, how do you ensure that your intentions align with your true self? The answer is mindfulness. We must take time to reflect on our motivations and ensure that our desires are pure, grounded in compassion, and not driven by superficial or material desires alone. Intention, when aligned with wisdom, becomes a guiding light in our lives, drawing us closer to the abundance we seek. When we truly believe something is possible, whether it's finding love, achieving success, or experiencing peace of mind, the universe will often respond by providing the resources, people, and circumstances that we need to make it a reality. But, of course, we must take action and remain patient. The universe doesn't just hand us things without effort. It's a partnership. Setting the intention is just the beginning. We must remain open, clear, and ready to act when the opportunities arise. Let's be honest, holding a grudge feels powerful at first. It gives us a sense of control, like we're protecting ourselves. But in reality, that bitterness is like emotional clutter, and it clogs up everything, including the flow of money and opportunity. The video nails it when it says forgiveness is key to unlocking abundance. In Buddhism, forgiveness isn't about excusing bad behavior, it's about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it so you can move on with peace in your heart and space in your life. Think of your energy like a house. If every room is packed with junk from old fights, betrayals, and unresolved anger, there's no room for anything new to come in. No wonder abundance can't find its way in, the door's blocked. But when you start letting go, when you truly forgive even if the other person doesn't know or care, it's like opening the windows, sweeping out the dust, and turning the lights back on. I've been there. I held onto bitterness for years over things I thought were principles. But you know what changed? Nothing. Until I dropped that emotional baggage. And I'm telling you, the moment I let it go, I started breathing easier, sleeping better, thinking clearer. Then came the phone calls, the collaborations, even random checks in the mail. It was like life had been waiting for me to stop being so stuck in the past. Forgiveness isn't soft. It's power. And if you want more flowing into your life, money, peace, opportunities, you've got to make room for it. Let go. Not for them. For you. Everything in the universe is energy. You, me, the space we live in, even the thoughts we think. The key is not to force things, but to flow with them. That's what aligning with universal energy is really about. Feng Shui, at its core, teaches us that when yin and yang are in balance and qi flows freely, harmony enters not just your home, but your life. It's not magic, it's mindfulness applied to your environment. Think about it like tuning a radio. If you're even a little off the right frequency, all you get is static. But once you're aligned, suddenly the music comes through loud and clear. Your space is the same. If your home is cluttered, poorly lit, or chaotic, your mind starts to reflect that confusion. You miss opportunities, you feel drained, nothing seems to move forward. But shift a few things, open a window, add a plant in the wealth corner, fix that squeaky door, and suddenly the air changes. That's not just aesthetics, that's Qi realigning. I remember when I first applied Feng Shui in a serious way. I wasn't looking for a windfall, I just wanted my apartment to feel better. I adjusted the layout, cleared out things that didn't serve me, placed a small water fountain in the southeast corner. Within weeks, not only did I feel calmer and more focused, but small financial shifts started happening. Refunds I forgot about, freelance gigs, even a job offer I hadn't expected. The universe wants to work with you, not against you. But you've got to meet it halfway. Align your environment, align your mindset, and watch how effortlessly things start to flow. Gratitude isn't just saying thank you, it's a mindset shift that changes the entire way you experience life. When you focus on what's working, what you have, and what you've already been given, you stop broadcasting scarcity and start tuning into abundance. It's like switching from a grayscale view of life to full color. And that frequency shift? It matters. Because the universe doesn't just listen to what you say, it listens to what you feel. When you feel thankful, you're telling the universe, I see the blessings, I'm open to more. And that openness, that joy, that appreciation, draws more to you. It's not a coincidence that people who keep gratitude journals often report breakthroughs in their finances, relationships, or health. I started writing down 3 things I was grateful for every morning, simple stuff like my coffee, a warm bed, or a good conversation, and within a month, I felt lighter. Not just emotionally, but financially too. I stopped chasing, and things started coming. And generosity, that's where the cycle completes. Giving doesn't create lack, it creates flow. When you give freely, without expecting anything in return, you tell the universe that you trust there's enough to go around. That kind of energy is magnetic. I've seen it firsthand, buying lunch for someone without hesitation, donating to a cause that mattered to me, offering my time to help a neighbor. It always came back. Maybe not from the same place or the same person, but always multiplied. In Buddhism, generosity dana isn't just a nice thing to do, it's a spiritual practice. It loosens our grip on attachment and opens the door to receive. When you combine gratitude and generosity, you create a loop that feeds itself. The more grateful you are, the more you give, the more you give, the more comes back to you. Not as a transaction, but as a law of energy. Fear is sneaky. It doesn't always show up as panic or dread. Sometimes it's that quiet hesitation, the voice that says, what if it doesn't work, or what if I'm not enough? It paralyzes you, makes you shrink your dreams, delay your decisions, play it safe. But here's the thing, fear is just a projection. It's the brain trying to protect you from pain, not truth. And if you keep listening to it, you end up protecting yourself from growth, too. The video talks about choosing faith instead of fear, and that's not about blind hope or wishful thinking. It's about trust. Trust in your path, trust in your preparation, trust in the universe. In Buddhist teachings, fear comes from clinging to outcomes, to control, to identity. But when you understand that everything is impermanent, that nothing stays the same forever, you stop needing to grip so tightly. And that creates space for movement, change, and abundance. I remember standing at a crossroads in my career. I had a stable job, but it drained me. I was afraid of leaving, of the unknown, of losing that financial safety. But deep down, I knew it was holding me back. I took the leap. Not because I wasn't scared, but because I chose to have more faith in what could go right than in what could go wrong. That decision led to opportunities one never saw coming. My income grew, but more importantly, so did my confidence, creativity, and joy. When you stop letting fear drive the car and hand the wheel to faith, you don't just survive, you expand. You stop living on defense and start playing offense. The universe doesn't. Wealth isn't just about luxury or convenience, it's about responsibility. The video makes it clear, true abundance carries purpose. In Buddhist thinking, wealth is neutral, it's how you use it that defines its spiritual value. When used with wisdom, wealth becomes a vehicle for compassion, a means to uplift others, and a mirror of your inner values. We live in a world where money is often seen either as a status symbol or something to be ashamed of. But in spiritual traditions like Buddhism, wealth is a tool, not a trophy. It's meant to circulate, to nourish, to serve. The act of giving, or dana, is one of the foundational virtues. You don't need millions to make an impact, just the willingness to give from where you are. I've found that when I started setting aside even a small portion of my income for causes I care about, a local shelter, a struggling neighbor, an education fund, something shifted. It wasn't just about doing good. It grounded me. It reminded me that my success wasn't just mine. And oddly enough, the more I gave with intention, the more I found myself receiving, whether in the form of new opportunities, stronger relationships, or simply peace of mind. Wealth isn't the destination, it's a resource for the journey. When you use it with heart, it multiplies in ways far beyond your bank account. Reward hesitation, it responds to movement, to courage, to clarity. Start by getting brutally clear on what you want. Don't just say, "I want more money." Say, "I want to earn $5,000 a month doing meaningful work." When your intentions are clear, your energy aligns. It's like setting your GPS. The universe can't guide you if you don't give it a destination. Then anchor yourself in gratitude. Make it a habit. Wake up and mentally list 5 things you're thankful for: your health, your home, your morning coffee, whatever. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. That shift alone can open doors. I've noticed that the more I appreciate what I already have, the more I seem to receive. Now here's the tough one: forgiveness. Holding grudges is like carrying emotional debt. It drags you down and clogs your energy. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or condoning, it means freeing yourself. I once forgave a former business partner who wronged me deeply. It didn't fix the past, but it freed my mind to focus on building something better. Next, look around your space. Is it cluttered? Disjointed? Heavy? Apply basic Feng Shui. Let light in, remove things that drain your energy, bring in plants, open space for flow. When I rearranged my workspace following Feng Shui tips, not only did I feel calmer, but I also landed 2 new clients the same week. Coincidence? Maybe. But I don't think so. Practice generosity. You don't need to be rich to give. Buy someone coffee. Donate $5. Share your skills. Generosity is proof you trust the flow, and when you trust the flow, it returns the favor. Fear is natural, but don't let it lead. When fear shows up, ask yourself, what would I do if I believed everything would work out? Then do that. I was terrified before launching my first course, but I did it anyway. It wasn't perfect, but it was profitable. Fear shrinks us. Faith stretches us. And finally, use your money with meaning. Don't just spend, invest in what aligns with who you are. Give back. Support causes that matter. Upgrade your tools so you can do better work. When you treat wealth as a servant to your values, it starts showing up not just as currency, but as opportunities, relationships, and growth. This isn't magic. It's alignment. When your actions, mindset, and space all point in the same direction, abundance becomes a natural result. We've covered some powerful steps today to help you unlock the flow of abundance in your life, whether that's through aligning your environment, cultivating gratitude, embracing forgiveness, or stepping into your true purpose. Remember, the universe is always responding to your energy, your intentions, and the actions you take. As you begin to implement these principles, take note of the shifts you start to feel, whether in your thoughts, your surroundings, or even in the opportunities that appear before you. The path to abundance is not always linear, but with faith, trust, and consistent action, you will begin to see results. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these steps are you most excited to try first? Have you experienced any shifts in your life by applying the principles of gratitude, generosity, or aligning your energy with the universe? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to connect with you and hear your journey. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit from these teachings. Remember, the more you share, the more you're inviting abundance into your own life. Lastly, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Dharma Flow and join our community. We have more incredible content on the way to help you manifest your best life, align with the universe's energy, and deepen your understanding of spiritual practices that can bring lasting peace and prosperity. Thank you for being here today. I'm honored to be part of your journey. Until next time, keep flowing with the universe, stay grounded in your intentions, and may abundance continue to flow freely into your life. Namaste. If you're ready to dive deeper and make real changes in your life, be sure to join our Dharma Flow community. Subscribe, and don't miss any future videos that will help guide you on your path towards spiritual and material abundance. This journey is about growth, not perfection, so let's walk it together. Stay tuned for our next video and keep tuning in for more wisdom on how to live a life of purpose and prosperity. Thank you for being part of this beautiful community. Your support means everything. I'll see you in the next video.